Yo, what is up, y'all? Travis here. I am back for a new review for the new project from Jid. My first thought is though, what did Bob the Builder cause, man? What did Bob the Builder do to Jid? What exactly did he do? Because there's a song on here where Jid says he would shoot him, and I'm like, what did he do? What did Bob the Builder do to Jid? But no, but seriously, Jid dropped a brand new project. He is back, and he's been hyping it up now for a long time. He's been hyping this. He's been hyping this album now for a long time. He dropped that 4-track project. I want to say about 3 or 4 weeks ago. He dropped that little 4-track project where he had a M on it. That was kind of a preview to the album, but also were songs that he kind of rapped. So, yeah, here we are though. Dropped a brand new project. But Jid is just, he is truly one of the most talented, skilled rappers he currently have. Like, he is someone that has that like hip hop feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? He feels like hip hop. He just truly feels hip hop. Like, you kind of hear him talk and you hear him rap, and you just kind of have that feel that he just feels hip hop. And the songs he drops, kind of how he just talks in interviews, but he kind of has his own like essence though, because he is from Atlanta, so he has that kind of southern kind of like essence. So it's a cool shit to see. He's signed to Dreamville, so he has like Dreamville behind him and all that. So yeah, he dropped the brand new album. Now the project he dropped, was it last year or the year before? The Forever Story. That project was amazing, 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 amazing. He hasn't dropped a horrible album. He hasn't, but that last project was amazing. And he has now dropped a brand new album, and same here, man. It's the same exact thing. This project is incredible, bro. This album, like, this, I think, is truly his, probably, I think this project was his absolutely most introspective album, but at the same time, he was still showing off, like, his skill, his talent, his versatility. He was showing it all here, and I think that's why this feels like his most personal album, but at the same time, it shows his skill still. Because throughout this project is actually very, very, it's a very conceptual album. He talks a lot about just, all of our flaws, like the flaws we kind of came from, the flaws we still have, the ugly sides of us. It just shows that you still can shine. You still can come from those flaws you have, those ugly sides of you. You can truly shine and create something out of like the whole ugly side. That was the whole concept, and he really talks about that concept throughout. Just talks about kind of the more not necessarily like horrible shit he's done, but just talks about like just the shit he just the shit he kind of came from and kind of grew up with, and the more kind of stuff he's not really proud of that he's come from, and he's kind of playing that clearly you can shine still from that horrible shit though, right? Like, because he's talking about how yes he came from all that, but now he's at a point though in his life where he can kind of take care of his family, his friends, and all that. So yeah, and I feel like he talked about that concept very well throughout this, while at the same time showing his skills still. I mean, his flows are crazy. That fast flow is something he can do very like well. And I think the reason why I say that is because like rappers who have that fast flow, they kind of tend to just kind of show off that flow, but they don't really have a whole lot to say. But for Jid, he has that fast flow, but he can still talk about shit. Like you can still hear like he's saying though, right? Right? He has that fast flow, but you can still hear what he's saying. Yeah, and he for sure showed that, like that fast paced flow he has. And that song on there, oh my god, the song on here with Calypso, which by the way, incredible song. That's probably my favorite song. That song on there with Calypso, and it was so cool to hear from Calypso because just yeah, and just the whole thing he did where he talked about going from Atlanta to Virginia, and here comes Pusha. Like, oh, that shit was great. But yeah, but that song with Calypso, he changes like his tone, his flow up. He changed up his tone over there, and it sounded really interesting. Like he changed up his tone and all of that. It was cool to hear that. Because he kind of changed it up that track, but that track is incredible. And hearing from Clips was cool too. You also heard on here Clips, and then you also heard on here from Vince Staples, which was cool to hear Vince on here. Vince is incredible. So yeah. And he had on here Don Tolliver, which was cool. It was cool. That Don Tolliver song was cool. I do kind of wish that he kind of had more of a. I kind of wish he had more of a hook presence and just kind of let Jid have the verses, but it was still a cool song. With Don on there, and here's something else too. This shows how versatile Jid is, because when Jid starts to like harmonize and show off his melodies and stuff, he has that kind of soulful sound because he is from the South. So he kind of has that very like soulful essence that he has when like he has like melodies and all that. And he showed that here too throughout songs like the Don Tolliver song. He showed that with the song in here with Black, which by the way, it was really cool to hear from Black too, because I haven't heard from him in a while. So it was cool to kind of hear from him too. Yeah, but I enjoyed that, showing off his versatility, showing his melodies and stuff. It was cool to hear that too. I enjoy that side of it because he had a song on the Forever Story, Cody Blue, which was an incredible song where he kind of just harmonized and showed off his soulful melody side, and it sounded great. So I was cool to hear from that side of him though too. Yeah, so I enjoyed this album a whole lot. I think this was a great conceptual album, while showing off his flows and all that, how versatile he can truly be. Yeah, I enjoyed this project a whole. Yeah, I thought this was a great added on to his catalog. Um, yeah, man, a great album. It'll for sure be a contender for album of the year. So, yeah, so I thought this project was great, absolutely incredible. Y'all comment y'all's thoughts down below though. How did y'all feel about this project? Did y'all like it? Did y'all not? Explain why. See you guys soon. Comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share, all that great stuff. Don't gotta keep saying it. Don't gotta keep saying it. Don't gotta keep saying it. Just come subscribe. Come join. Cool stuff here. So, with that being said, see you guys soon. Have a great night, great weekend, and goodbye.